Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy will shock everyone at Forrester Creations and dismissal hope for the future. All hell is about to break loose at the fashion house, and Ridge Forrester is forced to make a life-changing decision. Then's what's coming up next on B&B, cleaner spoilers ahead. Steffy Forrester agreed to give Hope for the unborn one further chance to get the deals up. Hope Logan and Zend Forrester have big plans for the brand. Carter Walton made an emotional pitch in the boardroom, but despite everyone's sweats, Bold and Beautiful spoilers say Steffy will still kill Hope Logan's line. And she'll have her father's support. The Bold and the Beautiful observers know that Steffy agreed to give them further time, but somehow Carter's pitch at Forrester inspires her to dismissal hope for the future now rather than latterly. What an epic boomerang! When Queen Steffy makes her unanticipated advertisement, all eyes will be on her father Ridge Forrester. Ridge will be forced to make an insolvable decision. Eventually, he'll support his son, despite the fact that he may not agree with her. Taylor Hayes' broken heart pattern is also presumably in the reverse of his mind. He can't go to war with their son right now. It could literally kill Taylor. Brooke Logan will be devastated that Ridge betrayed her and took Steffy's side and shut down hope for the future. The line is her son's livelihood, and Ridge knows how hard she has worked over the times to make it. Brooke will most probably leave Ridge and shoot him packing by the end of the week. Steffy Forrester is about to face an unanticipated challenge at work. Carter Walton has formerly rubbed Steffy the wrong way during the recent Hope for the Unborn meeting, and it looks like the situation is only going to escalate. Carter's unvarying support for Hope Logan's floundering line is starting to raise eyebrows for Steffy. Her enterprises will consolidate when Carter announces that he has arranged for Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester to pitch a jewelry line. Steffy will perceive this as Carter overreaching and making questionable opinions for the company, grounded on emotion rather of profit eventuality. Generally concentrated on the figures, Carter will feel to Steffy to be disregarding their fiscal health and making choices without solid evidence of profitability. Following Steffy's inimical response to Ivy and Electra's jewelry proffers, Carter will explode in frustration. Carter will have a meltdown at the office, expressing his frustration over Steffy not completely committing to this line. When Steffy substantiates Carter's outburst, she'll be caught off guard. Confused by Carter's unforeseen emotional response, she'll seek solace in a discussion with Ridge Forrester. This situation will lead Steffy to question Carter's capability in his part. Still, Steffy will worry that it could spell disaster for the Forrester family business if Carter continues down this road. Carter is set to deliver an interesting donation about his fresh vision for Forrester Creations, and it's safe to say that Steffy will probably disapprove of it as well. Carter is in for a rough time in the forthcoming occurrences, as Steffy is doubtful to authorize of anything he does, formerly poisoned by his symptomatic blow-up. Still, she might indeed consider letting him go, especially when she discovers his growing connection with Hope. She'll be heavily told by that, if this trend continues. This disclosure could really irritate Steffy and support her belief that Carter has fully lost his grip. Still, the decision about Carter's future at the company may not be solely in Steffy's hands. Ridge, who views Carter as a close friend, might see firing him as an overreaction. Eric Forrester could partake this sentiment and step in to defend Carter's position at Forrester Creations. Brooke Logan will have a lot to say after chancing Hope Logan and Carter Walton on the verge of some office passion. Brooke will caff Hope about her rearmost romantic development, and she'll no mistrustfulness question Carter's motives when it comes to supporting her son's line. Meanwhile, Ivy Forrester will take matters into her own hands when it comes to grabbing her own chance at success. Steffy Forrester tried to pump the thickets on Ivy's dreams, but Ivy wouldn't give up. We'll see Ivy take her jewelry line offer to Ridge Forrester, who may grant Ivy's want, especially with Electra Forrester and Eric Forrester in her corner. Back with Brooke, she'll hurl serious Steffy-affiliated allegations during a battle with Ridge. Brooke may argue that Carter is right about Steffy's particular issues getting in the way and charge her of conniving Hope's misery. Latterly, Ridge will meet up with Taylor Hayes, who'll have some news regarding her broken heart pattern. It sounds like Taylor may admit some lab results from Dr. Grace Buckingham, so stay tuned to see if she'll give Ridge positive updates. Back with Hope, B&B spoilers say she'll make a huge mistake during a showdown with Steffy. Effects will get out of hand as Steffy confronts Hope over Carter's support for her line. Steffy may ultimately put the mystification pieces together on Hope and Carter's love. That may be the last straw after all Carter's gutsy jest recently, which has clearly rankled Steffy up. Carter will spend some time at Il Giardino with Deacon Sharp and Sheila Sharp, so he'll have a chance to see Sheila's witch costume and sample her delicious Halloween creations. Carter will also make some prognostications about Hope and the amazing effects he plans to help her achieve, but Steffy's about to strike back. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Steffy will let rage take over as she puts her Forrester power to good use. We'll see Steffy make a shocking move as co-CEO that causes chaos, and Ridge will shock everyone just as important by going along with it. Will Steffy remove Carter from his Susur spot? Will Carter learn he's fired or at least disrated at Forrester Creations? Still, Hope's line could be cancelled just as fast. It's not looking like there's important stopgap for either of their futures professionally, but Hope and Carter's romantic chances could remain complete if Carter's out. Steffy's bold move and Ridge's backup. Brooke may throw a hissy fit and drive Ridge indeed further into Taylor's arms. As for Carter and Hope, they may eventually surrender to temptation once they drown out all the distractions. Hope and Carter might covenant not to let Steffy get them down, despite how bleak effects look. The coming 2 weeks will bring plenitude of excitement, so stay tuned. Sheila Sharp may find a new preoccupation in the coming weeks. Since Sheila is trying to stay out of trouble, she might use her powers for good this time around. Deacon Sharp has been bothered about Hope Logan recently, so he opened up to Sheila about his enterprises and got some support. Sheila assured Deacon that Hope would be successful like her father and sounded pleased about Carter Walton being in her corner. B&B has a Halloween occasion coming up on October 31st that'll involve Sheila interacting with Carter at Il Giardino. That could give Sheila a chance to hear Carter gush about Hope and everything she's accomplished. It may not take long for Sheila to realize Carter's passions for Hope run deeper than just supporting her line. Carter's interest in Hope is relatively particular, so the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Sheila may figure that out and run with it. Maybe Sheila will play Cupid and start hearing marriage bells soon enough. Since Sheila and Deacon had their happy espousal at Il Giardino, perhaps she'll decide Hope and Carter's marriage form should be the coming big event there. Sheila might get it wedged in her head that Carter is the perfect man for Hope and the one she should spend the rest of her life with. Still, she might move him to pop the question sooner rather than latterly, if Sheila influences Carter. Sheila might play Marriage Diary and stopgap. She can make this an Il Giardino event to flash back. Carter has a habit of diving headfirst into connections and rushing proffers anyway. It's not a stretch to suppose Carter might let Sheila steer him down a speedy marriage path. Hope doesn't want to move too fast with Carter, but she could find herself more and more swept up in the fairy tale as this plot moves along. Although Hope constantly turned down Thomas Forrester's offer, could she give Carter a yes once he offers a ring of his own? Our prognostications allude that Sheila could make effects messy, but she'll presumably just want Deacon's son to find wedded bliss like her. Sheila may hope some engagement news is on the horizon once she manipulates Carter, so stay tuned for updates on her plans.